Welcome to Kyneton Paranormal. I'm Dolly Adamson, and in this episode, things got weird fast. I ended up chatting with three iconic and controversial Aussies from the great beyond. MarkChopperRead, Australia's most infamous tough guy. MelissaCaddick, the designer-heeled Ponzi queen. HaroldHolt, yes, the Prime Minister, who literally vanished into thin ocean air. My daughter Asha was listening in on the spirit box and relaying messages while I tried not to lose the plot completely. So here's how it went down. I made a cheeky joke about contacting Chopper, and the haters said I couldn't do it. Naturally, I stormed into Asha's room, grabbed the spirit box, and bam, he came through instantly. I was completely unprepared. I didn't know much about him, and suddenly I was in a room with my daughter and the ghost of a notorious crim who opens with, "What do you want?" Chop. Safe to say I got nervous. Like, is this safe to have him in my house? Kind of nervous. Next, I called in MelissaCaddick because I'd been fascinated by her case. The spirits warned me she's difficult. And oh boy, she certainly was. She stood back, gave me that high-powered corporate look, and wasn't impressed. It wasn't until I complimented her, yes, I appealed to her vanity, that she opened up a little. Very on brand. Then came HaroldHolt, the missing Prime Minister. I was sceptical at first, and he knew it. He kept saying Harry. Turns out that's what he liked to be called. Once he got on the same page, he gave me some juicy clues about what really happened the day he disappeared off the beach in 1966. Meanwhile, Asha is tuned in on the spirit box, calmly translating from ghost to English, like this is totally normal. I have 3 conversations with spirit. The first one is with Chop, the second one is with Melissa, and the third one is with beautiful Harry. Well, I hope you enjoy this wild, spooky ride, and thanks so much for listening.
My name's Chop. I'm dead, and I'm dangerous. Didn't seem to worry that nutter Dolly who called me in for a chat. Her grandmother didn't like me, tried to keep me outside. Her daughter was listening on a radio, and I got my voice through to her. Dolly then asked me some stupid questions. I mean, who cares what I thought about Eric Bana? He was a mate. She did ask me if I had crossed. Just so happens me and God have always had a relationship. I always prayed, and he listened and saved my life many times. So Mum took me up, being the religious lady that she was, and here I am, talking to some nutter on the phone.
Mark Brandon Chopper-Read was one of Australia's most infamous and bizarrely charismatic criminals. Born in 1954, he was a self-proclaimed standover man who claimed to have been involved in countless violent crimes, including murder, kidnapping, extortion and torture, often against other criminals. He became notorious not just for his criminal history but for the way he owned it, writing best-selling books, giving outrageous interviews, and even inspiring the hit 2000 film Chopper, starring Eric Bana. One of his most shocking moments, he had both of his ears cut off in prison on purpose so he could be moved to a different wing, hence his name. Despite the blood-soaked stories, Chopper had a cult following and an oddly philosophical side. He often played up his image, walking the line between truth and tall tales. And when he came through, he didn't disappoint. Gruff, direct, and intimidating. His first words to me, "What do you want?" Chop. I don't know what I want, Chop, but anyway, thanks for speaking with us. Okay, let's try again, Chop. Chop! Chop's dead. Chop is dead. Yeah, I know Chop is dead.
Yeah, he's hiding.
Chopper?
Mark Reed.
Mark Reed, hello. Am I speaking with you, Mark Reed? Just get into
Chopper.
Okay.
I'm dangerous.
Oh, you are not.
Yeah. Guess what?
I've heard lovely things about you, Chopper.
Yes.
What I really wanted to ask you, Chopper, if you don't mind, is did you like Eric Bana playing you in the movie about you? What did you think? I think he's a great actor, don't you? Eric Bana?
Close friend. He was a close friend.
Oh, was he? And I believe you had a lot of close friends. When I put a little...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was out clubbing.
we got Chopper?
Yeah.
We got Chopper.
Racist. Here we go.
Yeah.
His girlfriend.
Okay. Who was your girlfriend?
You must be kidding. Press record.
Okay, I'll press record. What would you like to say? You wrote a couple of books. How many books did you write, Chopper?
I like the idea of that.
Yeah. See, I don't know a lot about you, darling, but I got to say, I'm pretty happy that you took out a lot of garbage in your time. And then I believe you never murdered anybody innocent. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah. How many do you think you took out? The garbage, I meant. And there's so much garbage, isn't there, Chopper? What about the child killers and things like that?
Read.
Mark Reed? We just meant the murderers of the Beaumont.
Yeah, a lot. Over 100.
And was there any particular reason you felt like you had to do that? I mean, what drove you to do that? Do you know what I mean?
They crossed the line.
How did that affect you personally?
I got out of hand.
Did you have anyone kind of crossing the line with you personally? Like, how did it all start? Did something happen to you when you were young? Apparently you were a street fighter and the leader of the Surrey Road gang. You spent 13 months outside prison between the ages of...
Yeah, around Footscray. I'm Chopper.
The first time that you were really, really scared about somebody taking you out. You let your guard down, you helped a gunman find directions on a map, and then he took you into a forest and made you dig a grave. And you were in the grave, digging the hole,
I know that.
and you managed to get out.
Yeah, I was standing back a little bit. Be careful.
Yeah. Thank you, darling. Footscray is where that was your hood when you were younger? You were bullied at school, is that right, Chop? He was. He was bullied at school.
Yes.
All right, well, I hope you got some of those bullies back, darling. Did that kind of start your...
Yeah.
In fact, I think you got a lot of the bullies, didn't you? Talk to us about your mate, Eric Bana.
Who cares?
Fair enough. You're an accomplished street fighter and the leader of the Surrey Road gang. Is that right? You began your criminal career by robbing drug dealers based in Massa.
For attention.
Did it for attention. What did you do in particular for attention? You later graduated to kidnapping and torturing members of the criminal underworld. Why them in particular, Chop?
Danger.
We can keep the snakes out, Chop, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I've seen it all.
Have you actually crossed over, Chop?
Yeah.
So he just told us that he's crossed over. That's good to hear. So you're just in visitation?
I helped my mum.
What's your mum's name, Chop?
I was neglected.
You were neglected when you were younger? Your mum's looking after you now, darling? Who else are you with? Who else? You've had a tough life.
Yep.
And is she here with you now? Any regrets, Chop?
Yeah.
What would that be?
You'll get me in trouble.
I'll get him in trouble.
I'll see it.
Well, you're certainly known for your sense of humour. You're an Australian sense of humour, that's for sure. In fact, I think you're more now infamous than Ned Kelly. I'm not sure if Ned Kelly has a sense of humour. You were granted parole in 1998 and regained your freedom. You turned up drunk on a live television show hosted by Al McFeast and gave a colourful account of feeding a man into a cement mixer. Certainly got a very colourful life, my darling. Is there any message you want to tell us?
Plenty. Grew up poor.
And did that give you the kind of like the want to have some money? The need to not be poor, I guess? Oh, where did you get the nickname Chopper from?
My ear off.
Chop me ear off. Why did you do that for, you silly bugger? I got to say, that didn't help your looks. Because you're quite a handsome man.
I did. Cheeky.
Not the best thing to do. Alan Hale. Was he a good mate of yours? I've got his stepdaughter asking that question. Alan Hale. He adored you, apparently. You were great mates. Is that right?
No, don't bring him here.
His brother was a copper.
Feel safe here.
You feel safe here. That's good. So was Alan Howe quite fond of Chopper?
Yeah.
What did you guys used to do, you and Alan, together?
Lots. We had fun.
Now, I think your fun is a little bit different to what I'd call fun. I mean, what do you miss about the fun things you could do in life? Did you have a best mate in jail?
1980.
Troublemakers.
Caught.
You got
caught.
We got caught. Is that right? Did you take the falls for a lot of other people?
Everyone. Stabbed in the back a few times.
Okay, so you took the fall for a few people and then they
come back.
You used to say you had the best ears out of jail.
Freezing.
What did you actually... Amazing.
She's fucking nuts.
I'll take that.
Doesn't matter.
He had an inmate chop off both his ears so he could get transferred. Oh, both got chopped off. Oh, God, that's gruesome. Did you like living...
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Night, ladies.
All right, it sounds like he's going. Are you going, Chop?
Yes.
Huh?
Success.
Success. Will you come back another night to visit?
Mark's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, we spoke with Mark last night. I had a little private, and there was one of the guys said that his father was named Mark, and he was a good friend of Chopper. And he just confirmed that and said, Mark's a good friend of mine. Got him in, didn't I?
Miss Caddick, are there any particularly high value items here?
It's like they're all high value.
What's Melissa's last name?
Caddick, Caddick. So she's got no money, no cards,
Yeah.
nothing, not a thing.
MelissaCaddick was an Australian financial advisor who became infamous for running one of the most shocking Ponzi schemes in Australian history. From the outside, she appeared to have it all. Designer clothes, luxury homes, glamorous lifestyle. But behind the scenes, she was stealing over $30 million from friends, family, and trusting clients who thought she was investing their money. Instead, she spent it all on herself. In November 2020, just days after her home was raided by ASICs and the Federal Police, Melissa vanished without a trace. Months later, only her decomposed foot washed up on a remote beach in New South Wales. The rest of her body was never found, sparking wild theories. Did she die by suicide? Fake her death? Cut off her foot? Was she murdered? Her mysterious disappearance and the sheer scale of her lies have turned her into a modern Aussie mystery. But Melissa stepped into my daughter's bungalow and told us exactly what happened and why she happened. And she even blamed other people, and there were a few names that came up that were actually related to ASICs. She was around 49 years old. Oh, I remember she had that really hideous boyfriend, the DJ. Shouldn't say that, should I? Apparently you threw yourself off the cliff, is that correct? Because they just found you.
Away. They've started.
They've started. Okay. Melissa, I thought you might want to redeem your name though, darling. So if you're around, can you tune on in? Asha's having a listen. They just found her foot in a sports shoe, which was washed up on the beach.
Need to sit down. Caddick.
Look at you, you beautiful thing. 49. What happened?
Discussion.
Yeah, we can discuss this. Come on, Melissa. Asha and Asha's listening. We're not judging, darling. We're not judging. Let's clear your name. What happened to you?
Shut up.
The foot lady. She just told me to shut up.
That's the director.
Where's the director? Well, he's in New South Wales, my brother, darling. So I'm just doing a rough video, but I'll promise if this is MelissaCaddick, I'll make it all special and you'll look fabulous. They called you a cop.
So,
How are you, darling? I'm not judging, sweetie, all right? I'm just sitting here. Can you see yourself? I'm just pulling up the iPad and we can see that they've called you a fraudster.
I've been here.
You've been here. Apparently, you duped people out of 3.54 million in money. Darling, what happened to you, though? They just found your foot. Melissa, what
They
happened?
stalked me.
Who stalked you, darling? Because you apparently went missing at night time, is that right? Your foot was washed up on a New South Wales South Coast beach. Terrible, darling.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got to clear your name, Melissa, because, you know, your best friend, your family, everyone's saying. What?
And
What happened? You can speak to my spirits. They can talk to you and we can...
the director, building,
The director, building. Who killed you? Did someone kill you?
that's right. Personal. I didn't deserve.
Keep speaking, gorgeous. Can you see your... I've got a photo of her on the iPad. Can you see your
I
photo?
was different.
Yeah, you were very different. I love that red kind of jumper you're wearing. You look pretty
I
good.
think there is.
Hi, it's Sarah from Yowie Central. Dolly is my paranormal pal and she is dying for you all to listen to my podcast because it's a howler.
Pretty groovy. Was it personal? Who killed you? Because the Australian Securities Commission went after you and then suddenly you were missing and then they found your foot. So what happened?
Insight.
You were at a beautiful property in your home with your husband. You went for a walk and you never came back.
Found the proof.
Were you murdered, darling? There's a lot of people wanted money from you. I feel like she's going in and out, you know what I mean? Come on, Melissa, stay strong. Because they're all saying that you jumped. They're all saying that to get out of all the debt and going to prison, that you jumped from the cliff.
Jason. Atrocities. Yep.
Whenever we...
Offensive.
Well, Melissa, it was said that you did a lot of atrocities that were offensive to people. That was said about you, darling. But I'm happy to sit here and tell something different, darling. I'm happy to give your story. See, Melissa, can you see yourself? I love that red jumper you're wearing. Not one of those. Did someone make you steal, Melissa? From other people? Was there somebody else involved?
I'm listening.
Was your husband involved?
I did. Questionable. What was that?
I asked if your husband was involved in your death. I was obsessed by this case. I don't know about you, but I listened to all.
No.
Was there somebody else?
What'd you say? I did it. Suicide.
Well, it was said that you committed suicide and jumped off the cliff. Is that right, darling?
Yeah.
What was going through your head, darling, at the time? What was going through your head? I just got goosebumps.
Just a difficult person.
Did you think you were going to go to prison? You want to talk to us about it?
Nightmare.
Yeah, it was a nightmare because you had the Australian Securities Investment
Yes.
in your house, tearing through all your...
Isabella.
Who's Isabella? Tearing through everything and going berserk.
But more importantly,
Very, very good communication, Melissa. Thank you. It's amazing, isn't it? I just find this amazing, don't you?
complex.
A lot of people wanted to... They thought that you did the wrong thing by them. What do you want to say to them, Melissa? What do you want to say to your family or friends?
Yes.
Is there anything you want to tell us?
I remember a lot.
What do you remember,
I'm worried about.
sweetie?
Pentridge.
Hey?
Pentridge.
Oh, she was worried about going to jail.
Sacrifice.
Poor Mil-
Life is exhausting.
It is, darling. I know.
Suicide.
I know. I'm sorry to hear, darling. I'm sorry to hear that it just got to that point where you felt like you just couldn't, you couldn't live anymore. I think it just got all out of control for you, did it, darling? You just had to keep on going and you couldn't stop. Is that right?
Here's a news flash from the Herald Sun newsroom. An intense land, air, and sea search is continuing near Portsea's back beach for the Prime Minister, Mr. Holt. Reporter David Johnson is on the scene, and we cross to Portsea now.
This is David Johnson reporting from Portsea. Australia's Prime Minister, Mr. HaroldHolt, is missing. At 12 o'clock today, he went for a swim on the ocean side of the Portsea beach with a friend, Alan Stewart of Armadale. A few moments later, Alan Stewart realised that he could no longer see the Prime Minister and has then given the alarm. That was at 12 o'clock today. At the moment, there is much activity down here at Portsea. The Army is in charge of the whole operation. We'll have much more information for you as we get it, but a search is underway now. Local people, 3 helicopters have been called in. Lots of local boats have been employed in the search also. That is about all I can tell you at the moment. Just repeating that Australia's Prime Minister, Mr. Harold Holt, is missing.
You ready? Hello. Harold Holt, what happened? You went in your budgie smugglers and then suddenly you were smuggled. You need to tell Australia what happened.
Harry.
Sir Harry Holt, Prime Minister of Australia. Only for about a second, for you were washed away in the waves. Somebody kill you, Harry? Harold Holt.
Harry.
Harry's been mentioned a couple of times now, so I'm excited. Because I was asking for Harold Holt, a famous case, 1966, Prime Minister of Australia, and then went into the surf and then went missing, didn't he?
My men were all taken down.
My men were all taken down. That sounds like a Prime Minister.
Harry.
Prime Minister of Australia, what else can you tell us, darling?
Have a sandwich.
Well, that's near Portsea in Victoria, so we could.
I just told them.
You just told them that your men were all taken. I think we've got Harold Holt on the phone. Did somebody take your body, Harold, or did you drown? It's over 50 years since your disappearance, darling. You were charismatic. You were well loved. They said you drowned.
Twice.
We know we're going to...
Happened.
It happened.
Bad weather. No one could have lasted.
No one... We've got Harold Holt. No one could have lasted. Got you, haven't we, darling? Bloody hell.
Harry.
Harry!
Yes.
Harold Holt! Bad weather, you went for a swim. What happened, mate? Tell us what happened, Harold.
Here he is.
Here you are, sir.
Yeah.
Was there also a lady on the beach?
Yes. I was in the army.
Harold Holt, you were a strong swimmer, weren't you? Harry, you love swimming?
Took me right under.
So, was it a rip in the water? You were swimming, and the rip got you. It took you out to sea.
Long journey.
It's been a long time to tell your truth, Harry, because no one found your body. Where did your body go?
That's right.
You look like a lovely man.
Swimming.
Yeah, swimming. Keep going. I don't think you've spoken to anyone before. Confirm your last name.
Just at the sea. Drowning.
I want to thank you for talking to us today.
You're so glad. You're so glad.
One spirit just said, "You're soaked, lad." He would have been soaked. But Harold, thank you.
Melissa. He said all the best.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Kyneton Paranormal, where the dead have plenty to say and no filter whatsoever. Massive thanks to Chopper, Melissa and Harry for dropping by from the afterlife. To be honest, I wasn't really ready for any of you. And I'm still recovering. Chopper scared the life out of me. Melissa judged me like I was wearing Kmart heels. And Harold, poor bloke, was just trying to get me to call him Harry. Also, big thanks to my daughter Asha, who was cool as a cucumber while chatting with ghosts while I was one step away from burning sage and moving house. And, of course, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the ride through the spirit world, please give us a follow, a share, or leave a review, or I might just get Harold to haunt your beach trip if you don't. So until next time, stay spooky, stay cheeky, and remember, dead or alive, Aussies love a good yarn, don't we? Catch you on the next one. This is Dolly Adamson signing off from Kyneton Paranormal. Don't talk to strangers unless they're dead, all right? And don't forget to look up my YouTube channel, Kyneton Paranormal. Like, subscribe. Bye. Bye. Hello there. Would love to meet you in person. So here's the thing. Why don't you book a ticket at one of our paranormal investigations? I know. Crazy idea, right? But I really would love to meet you in person, and possibly that's the only way we're going to be able to do it, all right? So head on over to kynetonparanormal.com.au. We have, about 10 venues scattered throughout Victoria, Australia, and possibly it's a really great way for us to all get together and for me to introduce you to the beautiful spirits that we talk about on our podcast. So do yourself a favour. Thanks so much. Bye.